Hi, if we have not met before, I am Pat Gage's AI clone. Pat Gage is the founder of Opportunity Creator. He personally researches and writes every script I share on this channel because the future is moving too fast for anything less than first-hand intelligence. The Opportunity Creator, Pat's real estate company, is the world's first educational and implementation solution to help real estate professionals and organizations get ready for the future of real estate. We help people understand and use AI to their highest advantage in our online courses. Learn more at opportunitycreator.com/courses. All right, folks, what I'm about to share with you has even some of the sharpest people in commercial real estate genuinely freaking out. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean the kind of freaking out where you realize the game is changing right now. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to wake up one day and wonder what happened. I recently had a conversation with one of the leading AI educators in commercial real estate, and what he shared about where this industry is heading stopped me in my tracks. We're talking about a $30 trillion industry that has historically been one of the slowest to adopt technology, now sitting right in the crosshairs of arguably the most transformative technology ever created. Today, I'm going to break down the exact tools and workflows CRE professionals are using right now, what's actually worth your time, and honestly, why I believe learning AI isn't just good for your business. It's good for your clients. And at the end of the day, that's why we're all in this business, right? Here's the thing. A lot of people hear AI and they either go all in and try to automate everything, or they roll their eyes and write it off completely. Both of those are mistakes. Reality, we don't need to replace how we do business. We need to enhance it, find the inefficiencies, the repetitive stuff, the administrative grind, and start there. Stack those small wins. That's where the real value is unlocked. So let's talk about who this applies to. Whether you're a broker, an investor, a developer, or a property or asset manager, there are specific practical tools being used right now that are producing real ROI. Let's get into it. All right, if I'm a commercial real estate broker today, and I know a lot of you watching this are, here's the 3-tool stack that makes the most sense right now. Number 1, Claude. I've been using Claude myself, and I'll tell you, it's incredibly powerful. You can accomplish almost everything you need for content, research, document review, drafting emails, and analyzing leases. It's my go-to, period. Number 2, Henry AI. Now, we all know how critical it is to offer memoranda and BOVs in our day-to-day work as brokers. Henry AI is purpose-built specifically for CRE professionals to create institutional-grade OMs and pitch decks. There are other general-purpose deck tools out there, Gamma, Manus, but if you're doing volume, if you're pushing out OMs regularly, Henry is in a different league. Number 3, Terracotta. This one is for the prospecting side. And here's the use case that really resonated with me. You know how it goes. You're dialing 50, 80, maybe 100 people a day. It's hard to keep track. Well, Terracotta has this feature where if someone calls you back after you've called them, you instantly get an AI summary of who that person is, what property they own, the address, the asset type, everything that's available. So instead of fumbling around saying, sorry, who is this again? You can pick up and say, hey, Alicia, great to hear from you. I was thinking about your industrial property on Main Street. That is the difference right there. And that's the kind of small win that compounds over time. All the skip tracing, the list building, querying in plain language. Hey, find me 50 industrial owners in this market with their contact info. Done. That's a real tool doing real work. I'll be honest with you, this stuff is moving fast. Who knows what new capabilities will show up in a month or two? Right now, today, those 3 tools are a solid foundation if you're in the brokerage world. Okay, now let's talk property management, because this is low-hanging fruit if there ever was any. Think about what property management actually is at its core. It's incredibly administrative. Tenants call in, they have complaints, you coordinate maintenance, you deal with leasing. All of that is prime for automation. There's a company called Brickwise AI that's essentially an AI property manager. You call in, you explain your issue. In this case, a funky smell coming from the shower. And this AI walks you through possible causes, pulls from your lease, checks the approved vendor list, and if it can't resolve it, schedules the plumber for you. And you can barely tell it's AI. Now, on the asset management side, this is where it gets really interesting for investors and operators. Think about how much data we're dealing with across a portfolio. Rent rolls here, aged receivables there, operating reports somewhere else. It's all over the place. And without being able to see it all clearly, you can't make smart decisions. Platforms like Lenny and JLL Asset Beacon are changing that. We're talking portfolio-wide analytics, dashboard views, and the ability to query your data in plain language. Imagine just asking, where is delinquency highest across my portfolio right now? And getting a real answer instantly. It's not a dream. That's happening. And here's something I found really creative and honestly something I think more people should be doing. Imagine taking your rent rolls, aged receivables, and operating reports and throwing them all into Notebook LM. Generates an audio overview, 2 AI voices literally analyzing your property, discussing trends, calling out what needs attention. You can listen on your commute as a broker. You send that to an owner as their monthly activity update. That is a differentiator. Most property managers and brokers aren't doing that. And right now, that kind of creative use of these tools is exactly what separates you from everyone else. Now let's talk about AI agents, because this is where I want to pump the brakes a little. I think this might be the most important thing I say in this whole video. There's a ton of hype around this right now. Look, I get it. The idea of autonomous agents running in the background doing your work while you sleep sounds incredible. But here's the honest truth. A lot of what you're seeing people claim about AI agents is what I'd call false productivity. My AI agent is prospecting 400 people a day and saving me 300 hours. Come on, that's not happening. Okay, let's be real with each other. AI is good at a lot of things. It's also not good at a lot of things, and it's getting better every single day, no question. But the mistake a lot of people make is they try to AI everything, and that's exactly where you get into trouble. Here's where I land on it. If you're going to explore AI agents, start with the boring stuff. Stuff nobody wants to do but has to get done. Drafting emails, extracting documents, putting together marketing decks. Automate that first. And before you do anything, establish your KPIs. This is big. If it takes you 5 days to manually put together an OM, that's your benchmark. Can AI get you there in 3 days at the same quality level? That's a win. Measure it. Because if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. And without that clarity, you're just spinning your wheels, convincing yourself you're being productive. One more thing, and I cannot stress this enough right now, do not sign long-term contracts with AI platforms. This stuff is moving way too fast. If you didn't get value, keep your options open. What exists today could look completely different in 6 months. So stay nimble. Here's something I want you to sit with for a second, because I think about this a lot. And it's really why I keep talking about this stuff. Learning to incorporate AI into your daily life and business isn't just about saving yourself time or making more money, though it absolutely will help you do both. It's about what that extra time and capability allow you to do for the people you serve. You can pull together a feasibility study in 2 hours instead of 2 weeks. You can send an owner a detailed audio analysis of their asset instead of a generic email. You can answer a client's question faster and with more accuracy than anyone else in the room. You become more valuable to them, full stop. And that's why I believe learning what AI tools can do for you and your clients is never a bad idea. We're all in business to serve people. AI used the right way just helps you do that better. That's it. That's the whole philosophy. The brokers, the investors, the asset managers who figure this out early, they're going to be in a completely different position than those who don't. Early movers get the edge, always have, always will. All right, folks, Here's your one action step coming out of this video. Just one. Pick one tool I mentioned today and commit to spending an hour this week exploring it. That's it. 1 hour, Claude, Terracotta, Notebook LM, whatever fits your world best. You're not going to automate your entire business this week, but you can find one small win, and those stack up faster than you think. I promise you that. If this was helpful, again, I hope it was, drop a comment below. Tell me which tool you're going to try first. I genuinely love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Every week, I'm putting out content to help you grow in this business, find better deals, and serve your clients at a higher level. That's the mission. See you next time. Rock and roll.